You're tuned in to the Keetria Show and listening to SOB, Style of Business, the podcast with your host, Keetria. We aim to highlight the ongoing trek of entrepreneurs and business owners from around the globe, featuring stories that recount their struggles, experiences, and inevitable road to success and self-fulfillment. Welcome to SOB.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thank you for tuning in for another fantastic episode of SOB Style of Business. You're here with your host, Keetria, and today I am speaking with the wonderful Miss Nia Perry. And you guys will find out here in just a minute why she's so wonderful, an acquaintance that I had the opportunity to meet several months ago, and she's been so nice and good to me, and I definitely wanted to finally have her on the show. She is the founder and CEO of Gradient Global Collective. She has a lot of different exciting events and content and all that other stuff, empowering people, helping women across the globe. And we're going to let her come in and have her little introduction, and then we're going to roll into the interview. So, Nia, help me out here before I run out of breath. You're doing so much. I don't know where to stop. So let me pause and give you a minute to give us an introduction and just a little brief, and then we'll keep rolling from there.
Yeah, I'm happy to. Thanks, first of all. Thank you so much for having me. It's so nice to reconnect with you again. This is just number 2 of many meetings to come. So I guess, I'm originally from Brooklyn, New York, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn, home of Jay-Z. And
okay.
Of course, B.I.G. Shout out to Brooklyn. I always have to get that in there. Doesn't matter what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly.
So New York City girl, pretty through and through. And I'd like to talk about my high school experience because it was such a formative time, even professionally for me. So I attended a school in the Chelsea area of Manhattan called the High School of Fashion Industry. So it was a business-centric school where I really gained so many really pivotal opportunities in my life, right? So I fell in love with marketing at that school. I had a teacher that taught it to me at a very early age. We're talking 16 and 17 years old. And I fell in love with it at that point in my life. I got my first job through that school, my first sort of professional internship with that brand, with a fashion brand through that school, and really caught the entrepreneurial bug at that time in my life. They had a buying program after school, which was sort of, unheard of to have that sort of experience in high school. And we would actually have to go out into the wholesale district of New York City. We were given stipends.
Oh, wow.
You would have to go buy things wholesale and come back and sell it for great margins at the school boutique. So I learned business really, really early on in my life, and it kind of has stuck with me throughout my career. So I always start there because for me, that was such a pivotal moment in my life, and I didn't realize it, but when you look back over your life, you can always see sort of how those things have such an impact on you. So went to Clark Atlanta University from there, and really kickstarted my career after college. Been pretty well-rounded. I've been fortunate to work in many business verticals, including retail. Worked in-store very early in my career. And then at the regional corporate level, I've worked in hospitality, both in a sales capacity and marketing, worked in public relations, where we had a really sort of diverse clientele base of feminine products to law firms, right, all kind of stuff. And then entrepreneurially, I've done some B2B marketing and brand consulting, public relations, sponsorship proposals, handmade jewelry.
Oh, wow.
I've really done a lot.
Exactly.
I've actually gotten my license in the financial services space, which for me, which is more to come on that later, but such a creative that to be in a financial services space is sort of interesting for me. But my passion is really always, an interest has always been in general in business, but also specifically technology. And then, of course, here I am, having founded my professional pride and joy, to date at least, right?
Yeah.
Gradient Global Collective in 2016. So.
Oh, that is awesome. Yeah, I tell you what, when I was reading through like your bio, I was like, okay, what should we focus on? Because you have like 100 different titles and the experience and and I just found out earlier this week that you have a background in public relations, so that was really interesting because I know I'm kind of from that background as well, so that was perfect. So let's talk a little bit about Gradient Global Collective. I know there's several different components to that platform. And so tell us a little bit about what inspired you to create like this particular type of media and production company, because I know you do a little bit of, production as well.
Yeah, for sure. So Gradient Global really is sort of like I said, my professional sort of pride and joy. It's been a labor of love, as all of our entrepreneurial endeavors are. And so Gradient Global Collective is a new media platform that spotlights the global community of Black women entrepreneurs. it literally started with like a vision, right? So I literally created a vision board in 2015 about what I wanted this brand to be, what I wanted this company to be. But even prior to creating sort of, the vision board, I've always kind of been in support of Black women. I sort of grew up in the culture, if you will, raised with a sense of personal pride, of cultural pride. That has been sort of a through line, if you will, in my entire life. So, when thinking about how I could translate that into a business and really support this deserving group of women, it really came down to my passion, right? But also data. So Black women in America are the fastest growing group of entrepreneurs. That's sort of a known fact right now, but I don't know if people understand the growth, right? So from 1997 to 2005, there was a 265% up to 322%. I'm seeing different figures in that range of Black women entrepreneurs growing in this nation alone, right? But I sort of instinctively knew that, our drive and make it happen kind of wherewithal really went beyond America sort of throughout the diaspora. And I wanted to explore and really develop something interesting and beautiful around that.
Yeah, and I know like what I was kind of going back to your blog and just reading about the vision and how you got started. That vision board, there's a clip of a vision board that's on one of those blogs. Now, is that the actual vision board that you work from?
That is the vision board. That is the vision board. That is it. And for me, it was just about having, and I'm kind of I always say that I have a little bit of woo-woo in me.
Yeah.
There's value in that, right?
Yeah.
And I think that people you look at data, you look at all these kind of hard metrics, but there's so much more going on at play, right? And women need to see more of things that are tangible. You have to see it oftentimes to really believe it. And that's really the premise of the brand, period, about representation and about having something that's tangible and visible for somebody to see, hey, I can do it, it's possible. So that's what that vision board for me was. I've been doing it for my life, period. But then why not translate that into your business?
Exactly, yeah. And I must say, that is the neatest vision board I have ever seen, because mine is a complete mess. When I saw that vision board.
Right, because it's for you.
Yeah.
It's your vision. So
yeah, you're right.
I'm a visual kind of, graphic brand person, so I get it.
Yeah.
but that's just me. I'm a collage artist. I'm artist. Artsy kind of person, so.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, I can tell you excelled in art class, because when I saw that vision board, I was like, okay, does she take this? Is this a clip art or what? Because it's very neat.
That's so funny.
But
thank you. You know what's funny about that? In college, I was always doing collages and that kind of thing in my presentations. They were always crazy.
Yeah.
But I remember a guy in college that said, "What are you, an arts and crafts major?"
Exactly. That's cool. No, I love that. I love that vision board. So tell us a little bit about, you saw a need to highlight Black women entrepreneurs, obviously, and you put together the vision board and you started coming up with all these different ideas. Why was leading this charge important to you? Like, why was this particular angle important? Not only just entrepreneurs, but you decided to focus on Black women.
Right, sure. So, as I mentioned, I kind of got the bug for business in high school so early on. So that for me meant digging into every business publication, like Inc. and Forbes and Fortune, and then eventually onto television programs. I used to watch a show. It was more as an adult, but like Big Idea with Donnie Deutsch. I just always was interested in how people got their start and what made entrepreneurs tick. So I always would read them and kind of comb through that content, but I would always sort of zoom in on the Black women because I was just so thirsty to see women that looked like me, right? But their stories were just so few and far between. So, there were not a Black women. I'm just looking for Black people, period. If there's no Black people, okay, who are the minority people in the group?
Exactly,
or just women, period. Can I just get a little something? So there's always been an inherent need for that representation, right? And when you're exposed to it, you know what's possible for yourself. At least that's what was the case for me, and I think that's sort of a commonality. And then you can imagine yourself sort of in that same way. But, even honestly with the pride that I have for Black people and who we are, I grappled, honestly, Keetria, with, do I position the company as, to say women of color or minority women? But it was like, no, we're talking about Black women, deserve that platform. And so I wanted to, like you said, lead the charge.
Awesome. Yeah, I love that. And I know that you have been leading the charge and you have definitely been putting together different events. And even over the summer, I know I had the opportunity to be a panelist on one of the events that you did. And I was really excited about being able to tell the story of how I got started with my first project. And you were really welcoming and inviting, especially. And you had the audience was great. Everything was great about about that event. But tell us, like, what do you enjoy most about helping others, like, share their story? So you got, like, you go in, because you're not just handpicking people just for the sake of picking them. You actually, I was surprised to know that you had even read about some of the things I was doing. So that's how I knew, like, I was like, okay, I didn't know that she actually took the time to do that.
I'm prepared now, Keetria. That's one thing about me. I'm going to be prepared.
Okay.
You were terrific, by the way, and thanks again for agreeing to do that panel. But I say that what helps me to share, I'm a giver really by nature, and I think my opinion of the real markers of success are how many people that you can help achieve their goals. That's really important to me, and so I share and I give to others frequently. And so with Radiant Global, for me, it was rather than bang my head up against the wall with media companies to do feature stories on us or to include us in their roundup articles or have what I call the sort of put me in coach mentality that sort of permeates the diversity and inclusion argument. For me, I'd rather build my own table for myself and for my people, right? We deserve the visibility, and I really believe that we deserve the level of excellence that we had never really been afforded. And really, even beyond that, sharing these stories of amazing women from Haiti, Nigeria, Montserrat, and right here in Houston, like you, are really important. And we work just as hard. We have all the wins and losses like all entrepreneurs do. We just haven't had the same level of exposure. And so I wanted to make a difference.
Yeah. And you're definitely doing that. And I know you just mentioned a couple of the different countries you visited. And I know you've been traveling the world with the speaking engagements and then just helping and working to empower people of all different backgrounds and nationalities. But have you noticed, like, is there like a common theme or like message across the board when it comes to Black women entrepreneurs? Like, what is the common trend as far as like us knowing that we're capable of success?
Sure. So yes, I have traveled the world, but via technology for now, Keetria.
Oh, okay. Well, that's still traveling. That's still traveling.
Yes. I'm gonna put that qualifier on there. Yes, for the brand, right? I mean, I've done some travel, in my life, but not yet for the brand. But that's what makes tech so great, right? It's
exactly.
We're literally a few clicks away from someone around the world. But believe me, I have several global projects in mind for the company, which I'm really, really excited about. But, as for commonalities, a few maybe that come to mind. One is maybe a general sense that we're all alone in the low points of our entrepreneurial journey, right? That is a commonality. And I think because we primarily operate our businesses as solopreneurs, so the percentage is like 97.5% of Black women entrepreneurs in America are solopreneurs. So we're doing it by ourselves. And so we have a difficulty of even being vulnerable enough to share, that we're having a hard time. And we all go through it. And it's not just Black women. Like all entrepreneurs, we all have hard times. We all hit our head against the wall trying to figure out, why something may or may not be working, right? So I think that's one sort of this thinking that we're siloed in our difficulty. I feel like another commonality that I've noticed, and it actually bothers me, is this sense of sort of unworthiness or this like overplayed humility. And that really just has no place in business, first of all, but I'm saying, and I'm certainly not saying to not be humble, because there's beauty in humility, and no one knows it all. I personally do not. However, it's like, I'm just make it plain. Like, if you don't think you're the shit, honestly, like, if you don't think that you are the best to do it, then no one else will. That is the truth. And, so you really have to carry a level of sort of like, swag in anything that you do, especially in business.
Exactly. Oh, yeah. I tell you what, we're definitely going to make sure that that's included in the show notes because, you're right. The overplayed humility is one. And I know many of us struggle with that, even when we've experienced the success that we've sought. So those were some good pointers. So let me know, tell us what the future of entrepreneurship for Black women. What does that look like? I know there's no right or wrong or check this yes or no, but tell us from your perspective, what does the future of entrepreneurship for Black women look like?
Wow, first of all, that's a great question. I love that question, period. I really only see continued growth. There's actually a new minority small business trend survey that's out, and that shows that Black-owned businesses in general, not just women-owned, grew 400% year over year from 2017 to 2018. 400%.
Oh, wow.
And 57% visibility, right? So we're growing in numbers. And, of course, those are not just women-owned businesses, Black women-owned businesses, but just, Black women lead. So those numbers are indicative of what we do. And honestly, we because that entrepreneurship number is only going to grow for us because we're certainly not getting the C-suite opportunities or seeing the advancement that we deserve in corporate America. So, I only see the growth of entrepreneurship and really the business sustainability are the future for Black women entrepreneurs.
Yeah, and that's definitely something to look forward to as we come up with different products and services. So that is some good information there. So Nia, tell us a little bit about Gradient Global Collective, the podcast. I know that you have a specific vision for that. And I checked out a couple of different episodes that you have.
Thanks.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it's great content on there. Some wonderful women you featured.
Thank you.
Give us a little bit of information about the vision.
The Gradient Global Collective podcast was really sort of our first media product, and it's a capsule collection where I really had the privilege of doing crazy amounts of research, finding and engaging with these really spectacular women from across the globe, Trinidad, Ethiopia, England. And the idea was to honestly give them a platform. And these women were so gracious because it was a startup and still am a startup, right? But essentially I had, at the time, right then, I had no real presence, right? But they said yes anyway. So, to kind of go back to your questions about commonality, so many of the women that I interviewed were just so honored and so grateful to be invited to the platform. And what was strange about it, though, not that it was strange that they were grateful, but these were pioneers of business, Keetria. Like, there's one lady in particular that I always refer to her story because everyone is just so special on the show. But this woman, her name is Mirtha Zilban. She is the CEO of Glory Industries, and they are literally the first toilet paper manufacturer in Port-au-Prince, Haiti. This lady she literally raised the health standards and life expectancy of her community, because what she was able to do was offer toilet paper in a single roll for less than the price of a banana. We're talking about a very impoverished nation, right? And so people, are we going to eat or are we going to, use toilet paper? Like in certain really poor communities, it comes down to that basic need. But she was able to literally raise the life expectancy of people because they can afford it. They can now buy tissues to make themselves. Why? It's just a hygienic process, right? Which, of course, leads to your life expectancy to increase. So it was my honor, honestly, to really speak to these women and really give them some level of global visibility. And we saw some success from it because as a result of that, our platform reached over 50 nations, which I'm really proud of.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That is excellent. 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 And I know you do a bit of coaching and mentoring and a lot of good things that you're doing within the local community. Where would you suggest an aspiring entrepreneur start? Like if they have a product or an idea, what advice would you have for them?
Yeah, so honestly, I would really start with just believing that it's possible for you. Like it's possible for you. Don't be necessarily dismayed by like so-called competition, because sometimes the first to market is not the best to market, right? And really, on the marketing front, really understanding who your target audience is, understanding your market. We live in a digital age where data and information abound, so there's really no excuse as to kind of figuring out any information, quite frankly. But doing your market research is so critical. If you know people personally who you see as your target audience, don't be afraid to ask them questions. Like, people are willing to kind of, you spend a couple of minutes on the phone and say, hey, I have a couple of questions, make it simple and quick. That's something that people are willing to do. What I will also say is not to be blinded or distracted by creating brand assets, your logo, your website. Those things are great, but that really comes secondary to understanding who your audience is and really what motivates them. And of course, as a marketer, positioning is everything. Understand that positioning is everything. So in other words, you could be the 10th widget or something on the block, but everyone buys yours because of what motivates them sort of emotionally and psychologically. So if you can kind of tap into that, then you're gold.
Oh, wow. That's perfect. Yeah. That's some great stuff there, Nia. We appreciate that. What are some ways that we as women can capitalize on building our businesses within our local communities? Because I know, like, sometimes you just mentioned, okay, hey, the first product to market is not necessarily the best product, but, sometimes that we get in these excitement mode to where we might have a vision or an idea, and the first thing we want to do is tell the world, we want to do something on a national scale, and we neglect
right?
the local communities, but like what advice do you have? Like how can we capitalize off of building our business first within the local communities before even thinking about expanding?
No, that's a great point. And I heard this expression, I don't know who said it. I'm just going to own it.
Yeah, there you go.
Think global, start local. I'm not sure who said. I've heard that before though. Think global, start local,
Okay.
right? So personally, for me, being around so many entrepreneurs right here in our backyard, for me is important, right? Like I mentioned before, I get to personally tap into that audience, ask them questions. Like, for example, hosting the Women in Technology panel as part of that Houston Tech Talks event was important for me for that very reason, right? Who are the people around me that I can even selfishly connect with on a professional level that are coming from the same space, who have done some of the same things, right? So there's that element. And it really just helps to strengthen a core base of people around you who understand what you're going through, who understand who may be your actual target audience. And then also just locally, there's so many startup resources and organizations that can maybe help you get launched or funding, or, you can gain clientele or contract opportunities. I mean, starting local is really the way to go. Even it doesn't matter what type of business you're in. So I really do sort of employ entrepreneurs to kind of get out of their bubbles and just really get involved more locally.
Yeah, excellent advice. What's your goal going forward with Gradient Global Collective? I know you have some big plans and big ideas. Come on, share them.
There's a scripture, right, that says, do not despise humble beginnings or small beginnings, something like that. And that's really what I feel about Gradient Global. I have really large aspirations for the company Keetria, but both with really global content development, so that's going to be a key area of focus for me, but also becoming more data-centric as an organization, right? So I'm really interested in digging in to get sort of better insight from these entrepreneurs. Because as you know, Black women, we're innovators, right? We ideate, we set trends for everyone else to follow. So I'm really excited about sort of the long-term strategy, and listen, I take steps every day towards those goals. So
yeah, I see you working. You are definitely working, and I can tell that marketing background comes out because you're always promoting and encouraging people, whether it's on Instagram and Twitter. So definitely keep going. We are going to be waiting for your next big thing. And before we wrap, oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And before we wrap up, Nia, I have one more question for you, and then we'll get into all the social media and how people can connect with you. But what advice do you have or words of encouragement for those women that are listening right now or even later? Like they may have an idea or a product, but they might be afraid to get out there and to do it. Or for those of us who just don't believe that we have what it takes to achieve greatness. So what advice would you leave?
Well, first of all, I will empower your socks off. It doesn't matter.
Exactly. I've seen you,
we all need it. And that doesn't mean that I don't face fears. I just really recently was like, afraid to start thinking through something that I want to do, and I had a level of fear. Yeah. But what I want to say is that allow yourself to really fantasize about what it could be. Like, what could this business be? What could your goal be? How big can it really be, right? And then honestly, think about how large it could be, and then 10x it. 20x it. Think about even bigger than that. Because those things are possible. If you see somebody like a Bill Gates and these people who have made tremendous contributions to society, whether it's tech or whatever, they started with an idea. They started with a dream. So that's what I want to say. Fantasize about what it could be. Women in general tend to dream really small and sort of stifle ourselves from allowing to think bigger. And, like I said, I'm kind of woo-woo, so I believe in visualization. I really do. Create a vision board. That's a tangible thing that you can do. What will it look like? Look at it every day. Think about it. Don't obsess over it, but put it down. Put it down on something tangible so you can kind of see what it looks like. You don't have to share it with anyone else. Everyone doesn't deserve to know what your big dreams are necessarily, right? You have to protect your dreams, in fact, so you're comfortable sharing it with others. So that's what I would say. And also, action really speaks louder than words, and I appreciate that you see me to a degree, right, with the work I'm doing, and my intention is to keep going, right, but we've never had a conversation about that, but again, my actions are begetting your words, right, I'm working, and you see that happening, so actions speak louder than words, rather than be out here on social and always talking about what you're about to do, what you're going to do, those kind of things. Results really show for themselves. I mean, we're all guilty of it to a degree, but I think the more mature you become in business, you realize those things, that's all talk. People want to see what the results are. What are you doing every day? what are you producing that I can tangibly take away from? So I think that that's the critical piece. But just really, at the end of the day, you can absolutely do it, and there's so many examples around us to show you that you can. So
yeah,
that's my advice.
Yeah, no, that's fantastic. That's news we can all use. So you got to love that. All right, Ms. Nia Perry, before we wrap up, let us know where we can find you online along with Gradient Global Collective. If you have any upcoming events or projects, feel free to go ahead and let us know where we can get information on those as well.
Yes, thank you so much. So the website is gradientglobalcollective.com. On there you can see the blog, you can see you can listen to all the podcasts on there. We're on all social media platforms. But we'd love you to follow us on Instagram. That's really where we're putting our energy and effort right now as far as social is concerned. So we'd love you to follow us at Gradient Global on Instagram. And our latest project, we're really excited about it, is that we've now opened up the platform to be really a true collective. And so we're expecting guest contributor articles for our blog. So that's really exciting. So that's going well. So if you have any of your audience members that are listening, please, if you're a Black woman entrepreneur and you're interested in contributing and sharing your entrepreneurial journey with our audience, you're welcome to email us at info@gradientglobalcollective.com, info@gradientglobalcollective.com, and we'll send you out some information on how you can do so. And just personally, connect with me if you'd like to. I'm on Instagram as well, at CEO_Nia Perry, at CEO_Nia Perry. So that's my personal handle.
Perfect. Sounds good. And we will definitely be sure to include this on the show notes so everybody can go and get more information on you and the wonderful things that you're doing across the globe. So we definitely appreciate your time, Nia, and we look forward to having you back on soon.
Keetria.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you again. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. You take care. Thanks so much.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thanks for hanging out with us here on SOB. We hope this episode has been resourceful. If you'd like to check out the latest articles or follow Keetria's website updates, just log on to Keetria.com or follow her on Twitter at KEETRIA.